Alright, welcome back guys. Ape Skull Gamer back with a brand new Let's Play. Yes, we are going to do a new Let's Play. So, we are going to play some Gauntlet Dark Legacy on the Xbox, original OG Xbox, now that I've got a broken controller. Frickin' top corner popped up, broke off, which really upsets me because it fell off my stupid rolly cart. Oh well, at least it works. I don't really guess I can't complain because it's just a corner. But it's the old Duke controller, so it's the big beefy controller, because I like the big beefy controller, because I got bigger hands. Just sucks when it does that, because you're like, oh, I mean, they're not like, it's not like impossible, it's $20 controller or something like that, but it still sucks. It still sucks. Definitely one thing I will admit is it does suck when that happens. Oh, that's a lot better, that's a lot cleaner and brighter, holy poop. Okay. Welcome, mighty heroes. The evil mage Gom has broken into my tower and used the rune stones to summon the demon Scorn. Scorn broke free from Gom's control and destroyed him. Scorn has unleashed his minions upon the land and scattered the rune stones across the 8 realms. Now he has sealed himself in the desecrated temple. The entrance is protected by the 8 magical shards. Each is in the possession of one of Scorn's mighty guardians. You must travel to each of the 8 realms, fight your way through Scorn's minions, and defeat his guardians. Only after obtaining all 8 shards can you enter the desecrated temple and banish Scorn to the underworld. Scorn has sealed the entrance to each realm with a magical shield. Throughout the land you will find crystals which will enable you to remove these shields. I have summoned to my tower enough crystals to unlock one of the 8 realms, the Forsaken Province. Now go, the fate of the realms is in your hands. That's so much better. It definitely looks better on the GameCube one. Is probably the ugliest looking version of this. Jesus, not gonna lie. As much as I love the GameCube, I definitely do not like the way that looked.
Congratulations! You now have enough crystals to enter the Forsaken Province.
I would like to do this game multiple times because there's multiple different characters and they all definitely do different things and they all level up differently. So, I mean, you get experience by killing enemies and stuff like that, but the Knight special is different from the Warrior special and all that other stuff. So,
the poisoned fields.
That's what I was afraid of, because I know my PS2 copy does that, where it, like, hesitates. Yeah. My PS2 copy does that, but that's because it's so old, because this is actually a game that me and my dad played when growing up. This was actually the first game me and him actually, like, finished together. This and Gauntlet Dark, or this and Legends. So, oh, it's so much cleaner. Yeah, I definitely recommend if you want multiplayer. I mean, the GameCube one works fine, but definitely you can tell that composite cables do not make that game look any better. That's actually why we're not going to do Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance on GameCube. Heck, we're not even doing it on the PS2. We're actually going to do it on the Xbox One with the port there that they put on there. Not that it's like my favorite thing in the world because there's really no achievements or anything, but I figured if we're going to do it, we're going to make sure it's on an HDMI cable and stuff like that and on a newer system, because I have Dark Alliance 2 on there too, because I bought that as well. I mean, I have that on the OG Xbox, so it wouldn't have mattered, but I guess this controller broken it could be a lot worse. I guess it could be. Could have buttons not work at all, so I guess I can't complain too much. It just sucks when you're sitting there trying to set up and stuff, and then all of a sudden it was sitting on my rolly cart there where I put the microphone so that I can, you know, have it propped against right in front of me and all that other stuff, and I can move it if I need to and all whatnot. Went to go plug it in, and I turned around and it fell off, and you hear this like shatter noise, and I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, fruit only gives you 10 health. Okay. And you hear doom, and I'm like, oh, don't you do it. And I looked, and it was, yep, there's a small crack in the controller now. Part of it broke off. Just means I'll have to buy another one. Not a big deal. It works great, though. It still does. So I just personally like the Duke controller. I mean, the S controller was fine. It works great. I mean, if you've got smaller hands, then yes. But I don't like the button placement either. I don't like where it is. And that says something if I don't like where the button placement is, because all the original buttons are where they're at. Okay, the X, the B, the Y, and all that other stuff, the A, they're all where they're supposed to be. It's the like black and the white and black button and the start and select button. They're all like in the weird like opposite bottom corners behind underneath the thumbstick and D-pad. Why would you put them way down there? That's quite a way down. I want to go up. Going down just kind of feels awkward. I mean, I'm already going enough for the thumbstick, so why would I want to go like down below the thumbstick, like down to the underneath the controller to practically push a button? It's really weird and awkward, and I don't like it. That's why I've always just kind of stuck with the Duke controller. So I've always just like staying with the Duke controller. Number one thing about this game, though, is guys, is it's an RPG, so you're always gonna level up and whatnot. Another thing is you actually want to stay back, because that's actually how you're going to get the most experience. Well, there's one of our 13 rune stones. So, but yes, you definitely want to stay back behind, like, and stand back and shoot these guys, because that's the best way to get experience. Do not go up there and start, like, backhanding them and clobbering them in the face, because you ain't going to get poop for experience. And that trap just, like, kind of got me. So, yeah, that's one thing you definitely do not want to do, is you do not want to go up there and just go whap, 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 like normal RPGs do. Like, no. Doesn't work to that extent. It's not recommended. What I do like about this one, though, over the PS2 one, and it's the same thing with the GameCube, is you see all these items we just collected, and you notice how they're not auto-equipping. That's actually one thing I do like about the Xbox and the GameCube version is definitely better. Is if you push up on the D-pad, you can actually select what one you want and push up, and then it will select it, push up again, and it will deselect it. And you can push left and right to pick your thing on the, because it's right on your little thing. And then push down just to get rid of the inventory system. I do like that a lot better, so that's definitely something that I do think that actually is an improvement over the PS2 version. 100%. There's no way that, because on the PS2 version, if you pick up a weapon, or like, say you pick up the lightning amulet where it makes your weapon shoot lightning, it does like a lightning bolt type thing. That was weird. That was very weird. But if you pick up like a lightning bolt power up and whatnot, or Phoenix Familiar, it would auto equip right there. You would have to use it. You couldn't save it for something that if you wanted to use it later. So I can use it right now, and I can de-equip it later until it runs out, until the power-up has been used all the way through. So we're going to equip this. We're going to use this Phoenix Familiar because, why not? It's the first actual real power-up we're going to talk about. I do like the Phoenix Familiar. Eventually you do get Phoenixes, and unless you're the dwarf who gets an owl, which is really cool, because I actually like the owl. That was pretty neat for an idea. That's one thing I will definitely give this game credit for, is this game, yes, it does play all the same every single time, but every character plays differently. It's not just, and what I mean by that is they all have their basic attack of push A or X or whatever, your basic shoot attack, and then you got your special attacks, which are all different, because you have a full one and a long range and a short range special attack. So that's cool. When this meter's purple, when you see it, as soon as it drops down, when I stop collecting things. So, see that meter right above the level 2 there, how it's purple and it's flashing? When it's purple there, you actually get a long range one. If you do it when it's red, you actually get a short range attack. And it works both ways, because it's really neat how this works, because when you get the short range stuff, it's different than the long range one, obviously, because it's not fully charged. But each character has something different. Like the warrior is fire arc for the short range, and what the heck was it? Flaming Inferno or something like that. So you ready? Watch. I'm gonna do the short attack. Get out of my face. Fire arc. And like for like the wizard, it's rock shower for the short range, and demon skull for the long range. Like it's pretty neat how they do that. I do think that that's cool, that each character has something different, and they all look different, and they all level up differently. Like when you hit level 10, it'll tell you're now a level 10 fighter. Like for the warrior, it's a fighter. Level 10 mage, like for the wizard and stuff like that. level 10 guard for the night, I think it is, or something like that. Like, it's pretty neat how they do that. Like, it's definitely something that's unique. You go up to level 99, so you definitely jump levels quite a bit. I'm probably going to show a little bit of the grinding, probably, because there's a trick to this game where you can grind. Yes, you can always grind in this game. It's just like any other RPG, and you're going to want to grind, because I like grinding to a point. It's fine. Doesn't really bother me. I do want to do some Diablo at some point. That is definitely something that's going to get done at some point in time on this channel. Again, another game where, you could do that multiple times. If you guys want to see it multiple times, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys want to see just to do it once and be done with it, I'll do it that way too. You guys really make, honestly, more decisions than I do, because it's what you guys want to see. I'm willing to play the game 300 times. Like this game here, I'll play it a million times with each character. But if you guys only want to see this warrior playthrough, then so be it. We'll be done with it, and we won't do it on PAL or Japan or anything else. We'll leave it at that, and we'll have a good time with just this Let's Play, and we'll move on. But you guys have to let me know, because you guys have more to say about that, because ultimately you guys are the ones that, are the reason that I'm making this stuff in the first place, is because of the fact that, you guys are going to let me know, hey, I really enjoyed that. If you want to do it again, go ahead. If not, it's, oh, no, that was good. Just leave it at that. Okay, we'll move on to a new game. We want to see different games. We don't want to just see you keep playing the same game with different characters. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something that, it's all up to you guys, more or less, what the decisions of this channel is. I will honestly admit to that. You guys have more power than I do. Always will. You guys will always have more power than I will. Yeah, I know. On my own channel, the fans have more power than the creator does. Always. Because I want you guys to be, ecstatic that we're doing something. Or, hey, I want you to play Monkey Ball. Play Super Monkey Ball. And then be like, oh, man, I have memories of this. And, you can do this. And just have a discussion. That's what I want. Like, I want full-blown discussions and fan service and just a good time. Like, that's the whole point of doing these let's plays and stuff, is to talk about games I grew up with and played. And I just shot that magic bottle poop. But some people like watching people play games. Some people like talking. Some people enjoy the human interaction without having to have the human interaction. You know what I mean? Like, people enjoy, like, I do not enjoy human interaction. Never have, never will. I'm a gamer. I don't even play online. Come on. I find it stupid and pointless and everything else. But I do see why people like watching people play, because they're like, oh, cool, we can get their opinion about something. They can give their opinion about this game and what they think. Like Gauntlet Dark Legacy, I will literally look this game up just to see people are playing it, just so I can talk about it, because, heck, I love this game so much. It is such a, it's a classic to me. Maybe not to everybody, but it is a classic to me, and it always will be. So, like, this is a game that never gets old. I could beat this 3 billion times, and I'll still go back to this game. I've bought it on everything. I've owned this copy. I even own the Game Boy Advance copy, so if you want to see that copy, oh boy, that plays a little bit differently. That's a little bit of a chore. I never finished it, though, but it's definitely a little bit harder because of, the pixels and stuff, and, like, they took a big game like this and turned it into that, and boy, it shows. Yeah, it definitely shows. Like, not that it's badly done, it's just you can definitely tell the system limitations are definitely there. Gauntlet Legends, I definitely want to do that, but I'm probably going to do the Dreamcast version. The Dreamcast version is different from the N64 version / PS1 version. PS1 version is the bare bone. The N64 one has no load times. The Dreamcast one is the closest to the arcade. So there is, like on the Dreamcast, there's a different level from the N64 / PS1 game. So there's, like, and you also get the 4 extra characters like you would in Dark Legacy, where you get the Knight, the Jester, the Dwarf, and the Sorceress. You get them in here versus what you should be getting. Why does it do that? BS, what the heck? Okay. Whatever. But I like how this screen looks. It's pretty cool. So Nope, we're going to probably stop this video here, guys. I know we only did one level for now, but, you know, I definitely think that it's a good idea to stop at one. If we can get more time into doing something cool, but I'm not going to rush these videos. These videos are going to take a while. These are going to take quite a bit of time because there is so much to explore in this game. I do like the castle in the background, though. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to see more of it, whether it's on a different, whether you know, if it's a different system or in just a different character. And let me know what character you want to see, whether you want to see a red dwarf or a green dwarf or a yellow dwarf or a blue dwarf or a jester or a knight or the sorceress or the valkyrie or the archer or the wizard. Like, there's so much to choose from. And you even have the secret characters, so we can always go back to the Xbox version if we unlock secret characters, and we can do the secret characters if you guys want to see the secret characters. So let me know down in the comments below, guys. But until then, this is Ape Skull Gamer signing off. But until then, do the most important thing of all, and keep